Hey, have you ever seen one of these? Pardon me, we give a lot of these away. We give out a lot of these. It's called a walking Liberty half. It's pure silver. Well, it's as pure of a silver as is possible to be in these kinds of coins. I think it's like 90% silver alloy, 10% base, but that is a old silver denomination, half dollar. I love the sound of that. I love the sound that real money makes when it strikes an object. That's how you know it's got value to it. Those are the kind of the finer things in life, I think. Just a minute or two and we'll get, pardon me, we'll officially get kicked off and started. Hey gang, I am Tom, of course, with Cash Flow Experts and the Small Business Funding Network. I have some really cool stuff that I think you can tell I'm excited that I want to show you. And I'm going to go through, I'll just hold this up for a second. I'm going to go through this in great detail about how we can help you expedite something and be extremely valuable to you, giving you access to limited liability company articles of organization, of course, a LLC membership certificate, fully filed and formed for you. EIN, Federal Employer ID number. FEN is the full acronym for it or whatever, but most people just call it EIN. Exhibit 2, listing of all the chief executive members. That means you and anybody else that you would put into your organization. And the company resolution form to open a bank account for a new business so that funding sources can make that money available to you. As I like to normally do, let me organize my papers back in the right order. As I like to normally do on these broadcasts, I want to make sure that you know you can communicate with me directly. Of course, if you reply to any of the emails that we send out to you, pardon me, those come back to my staff. So my office employees deal with those, call my attention if needed. But if you want direct access to ask me questions about tonight's show topic, I can't promise you we'll have time immediately. But if you want to ask questions also in the future about any business related topic that directly impacts you, like whatever your specific needs are, how our company might fulfill them, you can email directly to me, tombusytom@gmail.com. tombusytom@gmail.com. This is for you to ask questions about today's show topic, or in the future if you have any specific questions about your type of business needs. And I'm sorry, it does not say customer service. That is not what I do. That is not what this email address is for. It's for uncluttered, uncomplicated, direct access to me. If you need any customer service, obviously I have a big staff that helps and takes care of all of those kinds of things. So let's get, without further ado, let's get the show on the road. Again, I am Tom. I am the co-founder of the Small Business Funding Network, the current CEO and president of Cash Flow Experts. If we not met before, I reach my hand out, shake yours in warm virtual welcome. That's the next best thing, I think. I talk to a lot of people on phone calls. I do a lot of consulting and coaching calls. And people say, they hear my voice and say, oh, it's really you. I know you. I see you on your broadcast. So it is a good way for us to develop a relationship, and I like that to become a long-term relationship. I'll show you and let you know how you can do that. Okay. As I usually say at the start of these shows, nothing that I share on these training programs should be taken by you as legal, tax, accounting, or business advice. I'm not a licensed legal, tax, accounting, or business advisor. Most importantly, I'm not yours. I don't know what state you're in. I don't know what business you're in. I don't know what your goals or your needs are. So obviously, always do your own research, seek your own counsel if you have something specific. The cool thing about these kinds of programs is we can get to know you and later on become able to talk through your goals with you and give you more pertinent information. So that's the great thing about these kinds of programs. But if you are ready, strap yourself in, buckle yourself down. If you're ready to learn some great secrets, and that word is used a lot, but these truly are. I'm certain you're gonna have your eyes open to some things that I was taught to use a long time ago, and that for the last 19 years now as an educational and financial services company, we have done for our clients. People always say, even some of our employees say, wow, I didn't know about that. That is a good, great additional benefit that goes along with the features that we talk about. So you want to learn some great secrets? I want to show you the most valuable tip I was ever given by my advisor long ago. I remember it like it was yesterday. And how you could act on this to use it to save money, make money, and even hide money for your own privacy, of course, which you deserve the right to, from anyone that does not need to know your personal business dealings, which is effectively the whole wide world. They don't need to know. Let me roll up my sleeves, thankfully I already have, and show you what you can do with a Wyoming corporation. That's what we're going to talk about. But Tom, I don't live in Wyoming. I know, it doesn't matter. That's the beauty of this. You have the legal right to pick whichever state has the best protection and the best bonuses that are available to you. So we're going to show you how, show you what you can do with a Wyoming corporation and why, even if you have a home state corporation, meaning you set something up in your own state already where you live, this kind of business is much better at getting you what you want and protecting your privacy or your assets. Here are some of the things that I can show you how to do, pardon me, for great benefit when you get a Wyoming LLC set up for you by my company, and I teach you all of its valuable features. What are the features? Okay, here are a short list. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes in this that you're going to get the benefit from. Let's go through for you, as I've mapped out immediately. Let's go through for you quickly what some of those many, many, many valuable, tangible financial benefits to you are by getting this in a different state than the one you live, different from maybe what you've already set up for yourself, or if you've never set anything up as a corporation, this is the perfect way to start. Okay, so here is what I want to show you can be done, and we can help expedite for you the use of when you enroll in and get our full service provided for you to do this setup, to do all the transfer, all that type of thing. You can move debt from your own name where everyone can see it to the name of your business where it is invisible. That's what I mean by hiding debt. Pardon me. And there are huge benefits to you, the business owner, as you can imagine, that go along with that one facet of what this program can do for you. Let's talk about this feature a little bit more. Personal debt is bad. Why? It's high rate and it's not tax deductible because it's personal, right? Business debt is very low rate and it always is tax deductible. Check your own accountant, obviously. That means that you can save a fortune by doing the kind of thing that I'm going to map out, lay out for you. And one more important thing. When you hide your business debt away from public record, you can then get a lot more business loans given to you. That's kind of common sense, right? Because there's a cap, there's a restriction, there's a limit if lenders can see that you personally have taken on a lot of debt. But there is no limit because they can't see when it's business debt, it doesn't report on or show up in your personal bureau-driven credit reporting system, okay? Literally vanish, boom, invisible. Huge benefit in this program. You will never be turned down then because you have too much debt for anything, because no one will ever know that you have any business debt at all because it is never reported on your credit when you're doing this properly. That means you have no limitation this way and the lowest cost access to capital that's possible no matter what. I'll tell you a quick side story. I don't want to bore you, but I have done a lot of training, a lot of personal development back in the day for myself, for the development of this business. Because when the internet started out, I was like, I have no idea what the internet is or how to do it or how to use it for business. I was, if you know, a state licensed general contractor in the Midwest for many, many years. So the internet was the farthest thing from my mind as I ever knew. So I went to training programs, spent a lot of money, spent many, many, many hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years to get trained up, to get serviced so that I could begin to develop this kind of educational company, which over the 19 years we've been doing this has proven to be a pretty good investment. But I remember like yesterday, I was sitting in Anaheim, sitting in a convention center, and they said, last minute millionaire, if you had to do something that would help the public and would launch a new business, what would be the one thing that you would do that you know that has huge value that nobody else that you come across usually knows about? And we all thought, there was about 25 of us in the room, we all thought, and my turn to stand up and make my in front of the room presentation came near the end. So I had a little bit of time, tried one concept, scratched it out, tried a second concept that popped in my mind, scratched it out, and then it hit me. It hit me like a bolt of lightning. Back in my office, back in my construction business, I had a pile of these secrets, this paperwork, this little known technique that nobody else knew, which was the fact that what I'm describing here, the number one fact and secret that people didn't know about was that the debt moved out of your own personal name and in the name of the business vanishes, becomes invisible, perpetuating the ability for you as a business owner to get more and more and more for whatever purpose, especially useful in real estate, taking a lot of debt to do those deals, good in any kind of investment or business environment. That was like a bolt of lightning, probably 20 years ago now, that struck me my $1 million business idea of something that I knew that had value, that I was doing, that I was able to teach other people to do, that would completely change their lives, change their fortunes. That's where this concept originally came from. And it manifested itself as many, many, many years of me speaking publicly to every RIA association meeting all over the country, speaking at the Real Wealth Expos, Rich Dad Poor Dad shows, you name it. So that was really kind of the kernel and the foundation. I hope that didn't bore you too much. It's kind of an interesting side note of how powerful, how profitable, and how important where this came from. So again, to restate this, all of these values that you can see, the number one thing is you have no limitations in the amount of money that you can take and the low rates that you can save when you do it this way. You can also open a bank account in any state that you live in with one of these, and the lenders that we recommend can directly transfer business funding to your new account in the name of your business. That's hot. You can be a single business owner, or you can have partners added to your corporation at any time if you want to expand for any reason in the future. So there's flexibility, and that's a lot of value. These new business setups also get access to up to $2 million in invisible funding to be used directly by you for any purpose. Again, that's not saying there's anything nefarious. It's saying that is the value. That is the supreme value of you embracing, understanding, and eventually using this concept to get money. It's off balance sheet funding in the best way possible. You also make 20% more profit using these corporations of ours because of the huge tax breaks every flow through entity. That's the important terminology that you want to use when you're talking about this. Every flow through entity qualifies for. That puts $20,000 more in your pocket where it belongs for the average annual tax-paying business owner that does this. Right there, that one thing that you can save money on year after year after year over and over again is worth 10 times the price of admission into this program. And you'll get my long-term continuing guidance as a business teacher and trainer when you're enrolled in this program. So that's a pretty good wish list of why I think that you should do this while we have it on sale today, only until midnight at the lowest price ever offered all year. Also remember, what you spend or invest is a better word, is a fully tax-deductible business expense. So you're right there, you're cutting way down on what it really is going to cost because of that consideration. There are many more benefits. I don't want to bore you. I don't want to take up too much of your valuable time. I could go on and on. Pardon me. There are many more benefits of doing this for you that I can cover in my recap, which I will get to quickly. But for now, let's talk about what kind of things you get when you enroll in this Start a New Business as a Wyoming LLC full service operation. Let's talk about that. Let's get to that important and fun part of the presentation. To me, all of this is fun. I enjoy teaching people, talking to people. Ask my kids. We literally have a whiteboard in our house that I show my kids things that I think are cool concepts. Sometimes they ask me questions, but I'm sure they will roll their eyes when they get to the point of, oh yeah, Dad and his whiteboard. Anyway, what you get, this is what you get in this great program. You get access to free registered agent services, which you can use in any state that you live in or do business in. So it matters not where you live or where you work, you have the legal right, you deserve to have a Wyoming LLC set up because it has the best protection, the best benefits, the highest amount of funding, profitability off the chain. So you, just like other huge C corporations, can pick what state they want. You have the right for your and my small business to pick a state that reflects and represents what you want to achieve and get out of that business. You get access to our standard Form and LLC corporation filing service done in Wyoming. I showed you that paperwork at the very start of the show. If you're late to attend, I'll of course hold it up again near the end and give you another looky-see at that. So we handle it all for you. That's another great part of this feature, so there's no confusion and no mistake. We've done this obviously for tens of thousands of people, so we know the ins and outs of it, and we can make sure that you don't step off the rail and go astray. You get, again, access. I can't restate this enough. You get access to up to $2 million in new business funds. You get mail forwarding for your business, so things sent to your business name can be directed to your home address without anyone needing to know where you live. Bulletproof, ironclad protection that Wyoming provides for the business owner, so prying eyes don't need to know. Obviously, any time that it's required or responsible or needs to know, that's obviously made available, but you don't want or need everybody in the world knowing your business, knowing what's going on behind the scenes. You know, we live in a sue-happy, litigious society, right? What's the number one best way to avoid that? To not be visible, to not have people know what you got, what you have going on, what your assets may be, because then people just lose interest and give up, right? So that is your best first line of defense. Even if you think that your assets are lowly at this point, if you're in a startup phase, you still want to discourage, because people do frivolous stuff against business owners all the time. Even if you're not Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, people think everybody is, right? You get access to all our year-long Become a Better Owner and Manage Your Business training program, which I cover for you on how to outsource, how to make money online, how to eliminate paperwork. So it's ongoing features of great value that you will continue to listen. A business owner, never rests. They never sleep. There's always something going on that needs to be tended to. This will give you an opportunity to stay on the good side, on the cutting edge, and to have life be as easy as possible for you. You get access to our credit enhancement system that have helped a ton of other people. You also, that's in the blue, you also will get a bonus for free, $3,000 worth of any products we as a company have for sale that can be loaded into an e-commerce store and sold online on your behalf, on your business's behalf, where you get 50% of the sales proceeds. That's called passive income. That's called e-com. All day, every day, I talk to and help deploy the setup of these kinds of systems for our own business needs and that of our members and clients. And it is fun. It is interesting. It is always evolving. I want to get you an insider's look at this. I want you to see how much money can and should be made for any business model. I talked to a plumber earlier today. I'll talk a little bit about him and the conversation I had in a moment. But anybody can and should be using these kinds of passive income sources. And I can show you by setting it all up for you with my staff of great tech people. You don't ever have to do any of that. I can show you how simple, straightforward, and easy it can be. I told you, I'm a guy that came out of the trades as a landscape design build consultant, state licensed general contractor, knew nothing, still know very little, as my staff will tell you, about the technology behind the scenes. We don't need that. We don't need to know that. All you and I need to know is how to own a business. We need to be the business owner, the guy or gal that buys a McDonald's franchise that sits on the busy intersection. Are they there all day working, doing the things that are required to make those millions of dollars in sales? No, of course not. It's a system that is run on their behalf. This is the same kind of type of system that can be put in place behind the scenes. To continue with the last train of thought for this $3,000 bonus, the price of any of that merchandise that is bought, you get the commission on it. This is a passive income, a passive online income system set up that I am most excited to provide the keys to for anyone who gets and uses these kind of corporations through our company. So that is another huge, somewhat unseen, but certainly not intangible value of you doing this business, not just the safety and protection, not just the privacy, not just the funding, not just the tax savings, but actual income being able to be generated while you sleep, when you're doing whatever it is you already do for your normal job, gig, or work. This is the passive source that I was first so attracted to many, many years ago and have been plugging away for 19 years, so you know it works, right? Because we do for our clients the exact same things that you see us doing in our own business model that have been successful for a long, long time. Let's recap. I covered a lot of information. Let's recap why this is so valuable and what you get from using the corps that we offer in this opportunity. Some of the greatest things about this program are you get a new corporation that's far better than any corp that you may already have and be using in your home state. So some people, where they live, they try and set up their own LLC or S corporation, and then they have frustrations, and then they're denied, then they have headaches. We help you overcome that. You can keep that. You can use that. In fact, on the paperwork, you'll see there are ways for your new corporation to own all or part of the existing old corporation that you already have and run, if you want that. If you see, after we have a conversation, that would provide a value to it. So you can slice and dice this in any way you want to provide supreme protection, tax savings, and additional profits from the people on our staff that are experts that know how. So you get that new corp, and this corp can truly separate your assets from public scrutiny. It is much better to separate your different sources of income, in my opinion, into different business names. As I said, I told that exact thing to a plumber that I talked to today who already had an LLC. Obviously, he had a business name set up for his plumbing. I suggested this would be a perfect add-on because you don't necessarily want or need these additional sources of income to come in through your traditional plumbing LLC. You want to set a separate entity up to be able to access funding, to handle and do all the things that you want to do and whatever other stuff your business is investing in. And you want the separation of the safety and protection of what we're able to set in place for you as an add-on to whatever you're already currently doing, okay? And if you have not, so I'm talking a lot about people who already have a home state business set up, this corporate LLC. If you have not yet taken the steps, and I know I'm talking to a lot of you out there, been in business, doing business, years in business, but you may not have taken the steps yet. It's a headache. It costs some money. I don't know exactly how to do it the right way. If you've not taken the steps of setting up a corp, do it this way right now, today, instead of doing it the wrong way by yourself. That's what we provide for you. So if you've delayed and if you waited, boy, you are in the right place at the right time. Biggest sale that we are going to do of the whole entire year. By far, mark that down. So this can give you, as a recap of what is all inclusive in this program, this can give you unlimited cash without personal liability, no income verification needed, no documentation to get funding, no collateral equity will be lost, interest payments 100% tax deductible. So anything you use this money for, because it's in the name of a business, okay? Use for whatever you want, like buying and flipping real estate or any other kind of investment or business activity. Some offers are 0% for up to 18 months. There's a term in the dictionary for that. I call it free money. So it's a teaser rate. Obviously, it's starter rate. They want customers. They want to get customers in the door. Why not utilize this free money source for your needs as you're providing them with a hopeful future value customer for their services? Some grace periods of up to 2 months are free. Free travel for business. Cash bonuses given back to the business owner to spend on themselves. Okay, so by doing things in your business, you're going to get cash back as rewards that you can use for your own personal wants and needs. You deserve it. You're the engine of the society. You're the backbone of democracy. Small business owners do more than all the Fortune 500 companies put together. Discounts on many purchases and trade membership deals. Corporate credit lines for this business equal financial freedom. Freedom to do anything you want. It gives you flexibility and cash anytime you need it. Plus, the interest you pay on business credit is 100%. That's the wrong number of fingers. It's 100% tax deductible. Even your meals out can be 100% tax deductible, or 50%, depending on the treatment that they're, again, check with your accountant. But they're giving you money back. That's a good justification and deal for having the paperwork put in place properly. You enjoy so many special tax breaks, and every business expense is now tax deductible. So as I said, check. Separating you from your business activity. Getting privacy, check. Hide your business debt so you can get more and more with unlimited access. Everything now is a tax deduction. Put it in your corporate minutes every year, and you skate away absolutely scot-free, able to do any of the things that we've described. Millions in funding available. Free business travel. Cash bonuses given to you. I already said that. Worth repeating. We start an online business for you with $3,000 in free products, imported and inclusive. We'll even do the shipping for you at no additional cost, and you get the profit, the proceeds from any of the sale of these products of ours as our way of getting you seated and getting you started in a passive income system that we know you're going to want to develop to its fullest potential possible. Where? How? Why do you get this amazing opportunity that I've just described to you? As usual, you're watching me on Zoom, open up a new browser window, and you can simply type in the website address to get access to our secure checkout page. So if you're watching on Zoom, all you need to do, pardon me, is type in the browser www.cashnow348.com. Cashnow348.com. If you're watching on YouTube, many do, you can click the blue order link beside the video screen if it's an embedded YouTube page, or potentially click the links below the video screen. If you are watching, as many do, they get content on every kind of device you can imagine. If you're watching on a web page, on a cell phone, on some other device, you can go below the video screen and there'll be blue click here to order links that will take you to the secure checkout page. So however you consume this content, you can open up a browser window and type in cashnow348.com, or for simplicity, you can click the blue order links beside the video screen or links below the screen. If you happen to be on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up. By liking this, you get the benefit. Subscribe to this. You'll get notification, first come, first serve opportunities that no one else gets, that you don't want to miss. That's a benefit to you. We are very close to the subscriber threshold. If you help push over the subscriber threshold, I would greatly appreciate it, and there would be a huge benefit to you, not to mention that then that helps the algorithms show other people like us, like you and me, who are hardworking, struggling, want to make more, show them this information that they might have otherwise not come across. So please, if you would mind, give a thumbs up, click subscribe. I hear people even say click the bell icon. So ding, it goes off when you know that I'm going to come on live on one of these great shows. So go to the website, cashnow348.com. I have made, I think, a very compelling case as to why you may want to order this if you don't have a corp of any kind set up yet. So for newbies, for people who have not taken this important, valuable step yet, great invitation, great opportunity. But I think it's just as important and maybe even more valuable to get this even if you already have an old corp from the state that you live in that you've been trying to use effectively to get funding and profit from. So this may be more appropriate and valuable even to people with existing businesses, existing LLCs or S-Corps, than for somebody who's coming in brand new You need it. You should have it because you're completely flying blind, with your shorts down, so to speak. So if you're new, this is absolutely mandatory necessary. If you have an old existing business, I think it's more than mandatory necessary. I think it's critical for you to enroll in this program. We can put you on the fast track for what you want with this great offer, and it is on a 70 to 80% off sale that is only available until midnight today. That's it. Don't sleep on this opportunity, or it will be gone and lost. This will be the lowest price we ever offer during the entire year, so please don't miss it. There's nothing my staff can do to open it up for you after the sale has ended. So take advantage of the opportunity immediately. You would normally have to pay well over $2,000 for everything that I've listed that you are going to get in this package and through direct links. So obviously some of the paperwork comes to you online. But today it's all on sale, and this will be the start of a long-term relationship that should prove to be very beneficial to you and your business. We love attracting new customers and clients, but we're just as thrilled to be repeat servicing people who've already done business with us. That turns out to be about 80% of the clients that we have come to the door, people who've already bought programs from us. Now, I said I would show this to you near the end. We're at the end now. Here's the actual examples of what you get and what will be done for you in this program, okay? As I said, to enroll, to not miss the deadline, to get that huge savings, you can open up a browser window, type in www.cashnow348.com. You can click on the blue links beside the video screen if that's the embed, or below. Watching on some other device that has the web page of the video, go below the video screen to those blue links that say click here to order or click here to enroll to get directly to the secure checkout page so you do not miss this opportunity. As I said, what is inclusive in your package and done for you or sent links to you to be able to download yourself is the limited liability company articles of organization. Okay, that is extremely valuable. Your LLC membership certificate is part of this offer and opportunity. Of course, you want and need an EIN. Why do you think that number looks so similar for your business to a person's social security number? Why do you think that is? Because it can be used in the same kind of ways for separation, not of church and state, separation of you from your business. I used to have a slide graphic that used to have a little stick figure with a brick wall to get the idea across. I don't know, that was many years ago. I don't know where that set of manual visual displays went, but you get the idea, you get the picture. You're also going to get listing of chief executive members included in this program, so you can sort out exactly why you want your business one, and company resolution to open a bank account so you can start getting that money coming in for this new business. All of that paperwork, as I said, and some nice unknown bonuses will be included in the package that we sent out to you. And I would also like to propose, because I have a passion for the hobby of photography, I would like to also include for you, while supplies last, some of the finest wall-mountable pictures that I have taken personally. I'm not a great photographer, but you can't beat this kind of view of Lake Tahoe or the Lassen volcano, which I actually summited this year, 10,000 plus feet. Or an amazing scene from actual beauty of nature. So I will make sure that my staff includes those additional added bonuses while supplies last as another thank you. Tip of the hat thank you for those of you doing business with us all these years, helping us be successful. It takes a lot of people behind the scenes, behind me, to make the company work. It takes a lot of you as great members, viewers, and subscribers to keep everything going strong. So we want to honor you and show our appreciation directly to you, and we want to provide the most possible value we can, not just now, not just today, not just in the short term, but as a long-term relationship that we can start to build for you. It's going to prove, as it has for so many other people, so extremely valuable. So take advantage of this great opportunity. Go to the website, open up a browser, type in cash now, cash like money, now like now, cash now 348.com, cashnow348.com, or on YouTube, a YouTube embedded video, click the order now links beside the video screen, or click the link below in the YouTube feed, or If you're watching the content on some other device and the website has a video on it, surely below the video screen, you can access the secure checkout page links to take advantage at a sale price that you are not going to see again. This is a once a year great opportunity. I have taken up all the time and 3 minutes past. I thank you so much for taking some of your valuable time to be here. I look forward to us talking again soon and helping as many people as possible in this incredible once a year deeply discounted sale to give what I think is one of the most valuable assets that we can provide to people like you out there and have been doing for almost 20 years now. Hard to believe, since I sat in that conference room and had the aha moment, the idea. A lot of great things have happened, and it's thanks to you. We want to give that back and serve you as effectively as we possibly can with all of our resources, the connections that we built up and made over years, we will make available to you. That's it. Take care, everybody. Talk to you all again soon. Ciao.